Hello, everyone. I'm Jane Kaputolan, and I'm a business development manager here at Resco. And what we do is we actually help teams work smarter in the field with our mobile application everywhere, anywhere, even without internet connectivity. You can think about from inspections to data collection, whether you're out there in the field, whether you're halfway up in a wind turbine, we're here to help you get the job done. Today, I'm going to give you a quick look of one of our products, which is the Inspections Plus. I'm going to show you a very simple scheduling. I'm going to show you how the data collection is done. We're going to give you a quick overview of the reporting, and last but not the least, some data analysis. So now let's jump into the demo. First, I'm going to show you the view of the manager, which is sitting right there in the back office. Now, once you download the Resco Inspections Plus application, it's a package where you're able to connect directly in your model-driven Power Apps. And this way, it will show you how you can build a questionnaire, which will be used later on for the data collection tool. There is also a way to customize the application directly integrated in the model-driven Power Apps. But apart from that, I'm going to quickly show you how the scheduling works. So now what you see here is the schedule board that is built by Resco. It's a simple drag and drop user interface. I am able to see as a manager my resources. So in this case, my field technicians out there. I'm able to see the schedule that is assigned to them. I'm able to see on the right side corner over here are the projects which we can assign directly to our resources. Now, in this case, I will assign it to one technician, in this case me. So I search just the specific technician. Now, as I've said, what you can do is you can simply drag and drop the job or the project directly to the resources. In this way, you are able to see what are the jobs assigned to that person. You are able to extend the time. You're able to edit whether this job or the length is okay for that specific job. You can also have different prompts that says if it's assigned outside the working hours, it will prevent you from assigning. So all of this can be very much customizable. You can set it in a way so it will be easier for the manager to assign jobs to their field resources, for example. That's it, basically, for the schedule board. Today, we're also going to cover, most importantly, the data collection tool. So I'm going to jump now into the mobile application, which we will switch now the persona of someone who is working out there in the field. Today, I'm going to play now as a role of a field technician who is going to inspect different jobs that is assigned for me for today. I wake up in the morning, I get my mobile application, my mobile phone, and all I need to do is to log in into the Resco mobile application. And what I see here is a very simple user interface that was built for me. So I'm able to see the work that is assigned for me. I'm able to see different accounts. I'm able to see different contacts that are only assigned to me, basically. Now, what I can do is that I will sync the application, as you can see on the upper right corner. And I am able now to see the last minute changes from my manager. It could be last minute bookings. It could be earlier this day, my manager did the last booking. So I need to just sync it and it will be available on my application. Now, if I click my schedule for today, as you can see, these are the jobs that is assigned to me. I can see it on a daily basis. I could see it on a weekly basis and also on a monthly basis. Now, what is really interesting is that I'm able to see the location of the different customers that I need to visit for today. This way, it will be easier for me to see where they're located. And what is really great is that with the use and with the help of Route AI, I'm able to optimize the route. So if I would just need to click Optimize Route, it's automatically optimized for me. So it will show me which project to visit first, which one would be the second one, depending on the traffic, depending on the location, and also depending on the availability or the closing and operating hours of the specific project. Once it's done, I drive there as an inspector. I go to my first location, and I'm gonna start the inspection right away. So I reach there. I click the inspection for today. Now we're gonna use this first job that is assigned for me. Now I am going to start the inspection. Now what you see now is different templates that is available for that specific project. You can set it in a way that there's not so much template depending on what is related to that specific account. So this will be easier for me or for someone out there in the field to not be confused on whatever template that it needs to be used. So today we're going to use this template for regular inspection. What is interesting to see is that all that you can see now are very much customizable. You can customize it in a way that is easier for someone out there in the field to be able to navigate, to be able to see it easily. You can change the font, you can change the sizes, or you can even change in different color that will be much applicable to where the location will be. These questionnaires can have multiple type of or different types of question. Now, the first thing I'm going to show to you is the barcode scanning. So there is here a button where I could just scan. I have here an example of the serial number, and it automatically scans for me the number. This way, you're able to avoid the human error. Instead of putting the digits one by one, it will be easier for them to just scan it right away and continue the application and the inspections. Now, continuing with the questionnaire, it's very much color-coded. So, for example, if the answer is okay, then it will be color green. If it's bad, then the color would be red. So this way, it will be easier for me out there on the field that if I mistakenly click something or if I choose the correct answer, and so on and so forth. We're going to continue with the questions. And what is also another feature that I could show you is that we have tag images. So in this case, I can take a photo, I can just upload a photo, or even upload a video. So for these purposes, I'm just gonna choose a photo that I've already taken before. And here is an example of an elevator. Now, what we can do with this is that I'm able to label the locations or the different parts of this specific asset. So I could shift where the cabin wall is. I could just point where the control panel, LCD displays, and lights, for example. This way, it will be easier for the manager or whoever will be receiving that report to navigate where exactly in the specific asset that you're referring to. You can also able to put questions on these tag images. For example, you can add in the light. Is the light okay or not? So that's very much customizable. Now, once you save it, it's directly there on the questionnaire. And then we can also continue with the questions itself. We can add more photos. As I've said, you can add recorded audio. You can add recorded video. And also attach a file that is very much applicable with our questionnaire. So I'm just gonna add extra photo on the questionnaire. What is really interesting is that we are also able to do an OCR image recognition. So for example, you're done with the inspection. You wanna know which model is it of the elevator, for example. I'm able to just choose a photo or take a photo directly there. And this way, it highlights to me different characters, different numbers, or whatever wording it would be. And all I need to do is click, for example, the model or the serial number that I would like to add. This way, it helps me not to write or jot down these digits again, one by one. So it's easier to just highlight directly, and it will remove some human error as well. So I will just add it there, and it's already directly on the description. Last but not the least, once you're done with the inspection, what you can do is that you can also attach a signature. It could be your signature, it could be the customer signature. And what would be really helpful is that all of these signatures are legally binding. If you wish to connect it with DocuSign, we are integrated with them. So I can give you an example. So this, for example, I just sign my name, I save it, and the signature is already attached there with timestamp as well. Now, once everything is finished with the inspection, what I can do now is I'm going to complete it with a report. So this now moves to the third part of our demo, which will be a quick show of the report. So once you're finished, you're not able to change anything afterwards. I'm just going to click yes. And what you see now is this automated report that is generated for me in the application. This is a very simple report. It's a PDF file. However, you can change it in a way if you want it in a Word document or if in Excel or whatever. If you want to customize it that is similar to your existing reports or existing paper, we are able to do that. This is just a simple one. What you can do with this report, you're able to send it directly to the customer right there on the spot. If you want to email it, if you want to print it, if you want to save it. So what we can do for now is just going to save, and we will go back to the job. And as you can see here, you can now complete the job. Now, once the job is completed, the schedule itself now changed to a different color. So now it's green, which means that that job is done. So basically, all of this is very much customizable. You can see it. It will be easier for me as a field technician to see what is still in progress, what are already completed, and so on. Everything here is done completely in an offline mode. As you can see, on the upper left corner, we have this offline sign, and it will be easier for you to do the job as a field technician because you are simply not dependent to the signal or to the connectivity. Now, what you can do in order for my manager to see the data collected, I just need to sync the application, and whatever data that I collected earlier is now back to the back office, which is the Dataverse. That's it for me as a technician out there in the field. Now we're going to switch back on how does it look like to the back end right after we sync the application. Now we are back on the view of the manager, and the manager is now able to see the completed questionnaire that was recently synced back by the person out there in the field. So what you can see here as the first line, that was exactly the questionnaire that was completed. And when you click on the questionnaire, you're able to see exactly the same view as the technician, and you're able to see the answers that was collected by that person, including the photos that was attached with the tag images. That will be easier for me as a manager to see where exactly is the fault or the asset is located, and even the signature is attached there, and so on and so forth. So that's just a very quick view of the questionnaires that was already answered. Now, the last thing I'm going to show you is the analysis of the data that we've collected earlier. So with the help of Power BI, we're able to see what are the questions that's already answered, what are the very common answers, what are the common assets basically that are always on fault, that needs a lot of maintenance, and so on. So this way, you can see a graphic overview of the assets, the projects, the jobs that was completed, and you can make an informed decision depending on the analysis of the Power BI that provided you. So that's it for this quick demo presentation. Today we covered scheduling, we covered the data collection, we had a quick view of the reporting, and last but not the least, the data analysis. Now, all what you see here are very much customizable. We are natively integrated, as you can see, with Microsoft Dynamics 365, Power Platform, or even with Salesforce. All the scenarios that you can think of that requires field service or places really that there is no internet connectivity. Talking about from oil rigs, talking about from elevator inspections that I just showed to you, we're here to help you get the job done. And if you wish to try it yourself, you can sign up for a free trial. We have 30 days trial that you can explore, play it around, customize it, and build how you want it to be. And feel free to contact me or the sales team, or you can just visit our website, resco.net. You can leave us comments there on our contact sales, and we'll be happy to help you. That's it. Thank you very much.